pray and hope he take me. Why you gotta be a soldier so you get recognized? And I fill up a bucket with some tears and I'm alright. Just look straight in my pupil, just straightness in my eyes. But I've been fighting too long, I take a
Hey everybody, I'm Soja and welcome to my channel. I am a sewer and I am making a puff quilt. I just recently started this channel, so I'm new to this and I'm learning as I go. I recently uploaded a few videos and I know they was all over the place, but I just started, well, last night, finally kind of got the hang of it, so just bear with me with the videos. It's gonna get better. So as you can see, if you've been watching, you can see that I had started the puff quilt. I really haven't got far because I've been busy at work, so I'm only doing this on my spare time, okay? So, but as you can see here, I got 2 rows did. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do for you today is I'm going to start again from the beginning because I'm working on it in a row. And so for those that was watching my videos and said, well, hey, this stuff is all over the place, I'm going to try to put it in order so you can have a better understanding of how we're doing this puff quilt. This is my first puff quilt. I'm not new to sewing, but I am learning a lot of new things, okay? So just stick around and let's see what happens. Okay, I'm back. So, where's my puff quilt? Okay, so here is the puff quilt. And I remember saying before about putting the stuffing in and making sure you put it in evenly. Well, I figured that out when I was sewing it together, because once you sew the rows together, once you're sewing together, you do have to be careful, because it's kind of hard to hold the squares down in the sewing machine. So I'm gonna go over once again really quickly the things that I used to start this puff quilt. So these are 10 by 10 squares. You can use any kind of fabric. You can use some used fabric or things that you have around the house that you might, something that you might like and you want to create one of these puff quilts out of. So I use these here, which are 10 by 10 squares, and I have all kind of different designs on the puff quilts I did. I mean, not puff quilts, but quilts I have previously done. Okay, I have these 4 by 4 squares. I have a lot of different colors here. Let's see, what else did I have? Okay, we have the polyfill. And I think this polyfill you can get this in all different kinds of fill. You can use I think they have the cotton. They have all different kinds. All right, so let's put this over here. And you need a cutting ruler, a guide. What else? You need a rotary cutter, scissors. You need some pins. And you want clips. Okay, so what I did was, after I did these 2 rows, I had a lot of fabric pieces left, so I took them and I sewed them together so I can kind of put it in with this, what I already have here. So as you can see, I cut me some 5 by 5s of these, and I'm going to add these to the 4 by 4s. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more cutting. I'm going to cut some more 5 by 5s, because as you know, you need for this puff quilt to come together, these larger pieces need to be cut in a 5 by 5 squares. Okay, so you need 5 by 5 squares and 4 by 4 squares. Okay, so I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back over at my sewing machine. This is so funny. I'm uploading my videos on Canva, and I tried to do it, record it from their little thing or whatever. And I couldn't see myself. I said, oh no, I can't do that. No, because I might do something crazy and I won't be able to see what it did. I got to be able to see myself. So I know that I'm showing you guys and I'm not making my funny faces that I be making all the time. So I got my 20 pieces here. These are the 5x5s. I have all my little 4x4s here. And I'm going to sew these all together for you guys and stuff some. I'm going to try to give you guys at least about 20 minutes because I want to give you a chance to see the full entire video of from start to finish and how it ends up. For those of you out there that's probably going to be doing the same thing that I'm doing, I'll try to come on as much as I can until, you know, I'll make this day 1 and then day 2, all the way until I finish. And just leave me a comment and let me know if you're working on a quilt or, you know, how far you're getting, and maybe you can just work along with me. Okay? So let's just get started here. Make sure I got everything. Okay. All right. No, I don't. I got to get my quilt. Because what I've been doing is, as I make the puffs, as I'm making the puffs, I attach them along to make sure they're gonna line up all together. So I attach them, and then I sew them once I get them all, once I get the rows sewed together. Okay, so let's go. I don't hold you guys up any longer. All right. Let me just adjust this sewing machine. I think I was doing 1.8. So like the same as before, I got the 5x5. Let me see if I can match up a 4x4. Yeah, this will work. And so you take the 5x5, the 4x4. You put the 4x4 together with the 5x5 with the right sides facing together. This one doesn't matter because it's the same color. So I usually start here. Once again, I put it right on the corner. See there? And then this is a little bit longer. You can either tape, you can not tape it, I'm sorry. You can either you can clip it so it won't move, or you can just freelance like I'm doing. When I uploaded my videos the other day, I was clipping. But I stopped clipping and I just start freelancing. So I'm taking my fabric and I'm putting it under my sewing machine right now. And what I'm doing is I'm sewing probably about almost, let's see, almost to, let me just give you a little demonstration. I'm sewing to about right here, and then once it gets here, I fold it. So one end meets the 4. Remember, the 4x4 has to meet. So it has to, at some point, you have to sew it. Try to get it right in the center. Oh, let me just fix this. So like this. And like this. One thing they was right about, once you start doing it, you start finding your own little way, and it just starts getting easier. So yeah, so see, the 5x5 is meeting the 4x4, and then I have the fold there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sew, so I get about right here, and then I'll use my forgot what this was, but you guys know what this is. And I just flip it and hold it down and then sew straight across, okay? And then I'm doing all 3. Remember, we're doing all 3 sides with one side open. Okay, let's go. And remember to do about a 1/2 inch when you're doing this right here, this part right here. Do about a 1/2 inch. So about a 1/2 inch. So what I usually do is I'll take it, and then once I get to one end to the next, I'll refold mine again, and then make the corners meet on the other side of the 4-inch fabric, and then I'll sew across again. And remember to try to do your folds in the same direction. I'm just gonna let this video just play out, and hopefully we don't have any bloopers. So now we have, see, I got one. Look what I did. Oh, Lord. Look at that. That's supposed to be the outside, so I gotta take it loose. Jesus Christ. But mistakes is okay, so I do it all the time. I hate doing this part. Ugh. I was watching a video, and the lady was showing how to use this seam cutter, and she went straight across. She took this in here, and she had it, and she put it up in there, and she went straight across. But I'm so scared that I'm gonna cut my fabric, so I don't like really doing it like that. So I'd rather just be safe than sorry. Cause I don't feel like cutting any more squares today anyway. What I should have did was I should have just kept going, because y'all probably don't want to see this, because I don't want to see it. And that's what I'm about to do. I'll just come back to that one. I don't know how I did that. So it's this way. It should be this way. And let's see, I gotta find a piece. I'm about to have you guys messing up, honey. It should be this way, right side, wrong side's facing. That's the way it should be. So let's do it again. Go ahead and put my 5x5 in the right corners of the 4x4. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. I gotta remember that I'm doing a video. So when my husband comes in, I'm like, shh, don't say nothing. Yeah, so just excuse me, y'all. Now it's right. I'll mess up one more. There it goes, see? There we go. So now we're gonna cut stuffing in here. When I sewed these together, when I sewed these together, and I see, I realized what they were saying about you don't want to put too much in there. I said, oh, okay. So now I'll be more careful about how much stuffing I stuff in there. But like I said, you learn from your mistakes. So now I have my stuffing, and I kind of push it in each corner. And remember, you want, when you're doing the, let's call this the last step before you sew it to your well, no, this wouldn't be the last step because you have to make the whole row. But you want this square here, once you get to the last, to the closing, you want this to be straight, because if it crunches, I mean, if it folds or anything, it's then you lose your the shape of your square, and then that'll make those your blanket squares off. So you want to be careful with that. Just chop my finger out. So I'm gonna do this, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, I'm back. Trying to things there. And I'm not, well, yes I am. I was about to say I'm not going to cut the fringes, but it just, it really irks me, gets on my nerves. I'm just not going to do a good cut. Just get it going around. I gotta try to remember Maybe I should turn these so I won't make that same mistake I made on that last one there. There's another. And you're folding. The reason why you're making those little folds in the center, so you'll have that's what creates the puff. And then the 5, this is the 5x5, and that's the 4x4. See? I usually, for some reason, I keep forgetting to make sure these are going the same way. So just keep that in mind, that they have to, it's better to go the same way. I don't know how it would be if you went the opposite way, but I'm just trying to keep some of the direction that they gave me. go. Messing it up. Oh, Lord. Let's see here. Let me put this down. Oh my God, I think I really messed up. Oh Lord. Let's see if I can do this thing. Mistakes is good. What's going on here? Oh. I'm gonna show y'all my mistake too. It's not bad. It's not bad though. See? Because I had it folded. That's why it's probably easier if, you know, if this is your first time and you really, I mean, if you don't want to make any mistakes and clip it. Use the clip so you won't have that issue. But like I said, I mess up a lot. And if I can't fix it, I just keep going. So once I put it under my sewing machine, because you see how it has that, I kind of press down like this under the sewing machine. I don't usually clip this in here because it's going under the sewing machine, but I press down so it'll go smoothly through the sewing machine. I'm going to show you guys how I pin it to make sure that the squares is even after I cut some of this. Some terrible fabric. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do the backing, but I'm thinking about black. Black goes with everything. So I'll probably do the back of this black. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, so I don't want to forget to tell you guys this because I'll keep going along and I'll forget. So, let's see. I should have pinned it. So, whichever end that you sew your first 2 rows, you want to start. If you started at this end here, you always want to start. When you do your next row, you want to start at the opposite end. So if I remember, I think I started at this end because I remember this color here. So the next row that I will start it from here. Okay, so I'm gonna start it. I usually take a safety pin just to see if my rows are gonna meet up, and I do from one end, corner to corner to corner. See? So I'm gonna take a safety pin and just pin it here, so I can make sure it stays in the right where it needs to meet. And just like that. See? Can you see that? Yeah. And then from here on out, I'll just take this here, let the corners meet, the insides meet, and then I'll clip it, just to make sure all my squares are the same. And by I'm sorry. So by pinning it here, I know to start here. And for each time I do a row, I'll put the pin where I need to start. So that way you'll remember which end you started from. And you can, this one right, this, let me show you. See. So this one here, I put it just a little bit too much. I can, now that I'm putting them together, I can tell that I put maybe just a little bit too much polyfill in here, because when I go to, let me show you, put them together, it's a little tight here. But mistakes is good. Yeah. So once I get that, you see, you kind of see how it's turning out. That's nice, huh? Very nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna try to do 2 rows tonight, and then maybe I won't sew them together. I'm not gonna sew them together. I'll put that on the day 2 video, so I'll show you how I actually sewed it down and sewed it together. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. So if you guys like what you see and you like what I'm doing, just leave me a comment. And thank you guys for taking the time out and watching my video. And just make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Even if you don't come back, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to show you how I am putting this puff quilt together for the first time. And I'm free falling from watching other videos and seeing what's gonna happen. Okay, so thank you and good night, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.